Good morning, people, and welcome to the 6 a.m. club. Happy Wednesday, man. I hope you're blessed. I hope that you've been tuning into the last couple episodes of the 6 a.m. club, you know what I mean? And subscribing to my channel and just waiting for the content, man. I mean, I got a lot of stuff loading, a lot of conversations loading, good conversations and conversations for growth, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it's a blessing of mine. So today's conversation is called Listen to Your Pain. Yeah, listen to your pain. So I'll tell you a story, right? So when I was 18, 19, I got shot. And I got shot in my leg, and it went through one side and it come out the other side. And when it went through my leg, it hit a major artery, so I nearly died. And for a long time after that happened, I had this long scar that goes from like the top of my thigh down to my knee. And there was healing that had to take place. And obviously there was nerve damage. Where they had to open up my leg to close my artery. Yeah, where they had to open up my leg to close my artery, there was a long scar. And there was healing that had to take place, right? So I was going through a lot of pain. And it would always flare up when it was cold, or it would flare up when it rained, stuff like that. It was the weirdest thing. I don't know what it's called, but I think it's called phantom pains. But I would get these mad pains in my knee. And someone said to me one time that you should get acupuncture. Yeah? And you should go and get acupuncture. And I happened to be in jail at the time. Who told me to go and get gel acupuncture? Yeah? That is the worst thing I ever done. Listen. They pushed the needle in my leg. I said, yo, and my knee was never the same, right? My knee was never the same again. But the reason why I say that, and the reason why I'm talking about being shot, etc., is for a long time, I was ignoring the pain in my knee, right? So I was running, I was training, I was doing bare things, like just doing whatever I wanted to do from before. I was doing it now, but my not being responsible and understanding that your knee has taken a bit of an injury in the sense of when they had to repair your artery. And at the time there was a lady that I was speaking to, and she bought me a knee wrap. This is years ago, like maybe about over 10 years ago, easily. She bought me a knee wrap for my knee, and I thought, I'm not wearing that. I'm not wearing that knee wrap. How is that going to help me? That don't help me. This piece of material. What's this? It's nothing. It's rubbish. Right? So I wasn't wearing it. And then one day I was complaining about my knee, and she was like, "Raw, try it. Put on the knee wrap. Put on the knee wrap." And I put on this thing, right, and wrapped my knee. And it was the weirdest thing because I just didn't understand how come it wasn't hurting as much anymore. It wasn't hurting. And the point of that is to listen to your pain. Your body is going to tell you stuff, whether it's mental, physical, spiritual. You're going to have anxiety. You're going to have thoughts and feelings. And certain things are going to drive you, and you're going through pain. I've been going through pain, but I ignore it. So many of us don't listen to our pain. Pain is a message, right? If you touch a hot frying pan, for the first second, you might not notice it. Second, it's getting hotter. Third second, you can feel this thing, and it's sending you waves. It's sending you messages saying, let me go. Something needs to change. Something needs to happen. Something needs to move. Something needs to shift. A lot of the time in life, we're going through pain, especially mentally, and we don't make moves. We don't make any change. We don't make any growth. We don't make any decisions that draw us away from the pain. We either lean into it more, or we just sit stagnant and stay where we're at and continue to take this abuse. Now, listen to your pain. That's today's conversation. Yeah. Some things are gonna hurt you emotionally. You're gonna be in a situation, in a relationship, in a friendship where every day you're feeling some kind of feeling, some kind of negative feeling. Whether it's fear, whether it's anxiety, do you know what I mean? Depression, and you still stay in the same place. You still stay in stay in the same place. You still stay in the same mindset. You still stay doing the same things, but you expect different results. They say that's a sign of insanity, right? So today, listen to your pain. Yeah? If you're in a relationship or a friendship or a business, and every day you're waking up and something isn't feeling right, you need to identify what that is. You know what I mean? You need to identify what that is, because the longer you hold on to that pan, the more that it burns, the bigger scar that it leaves, the more damage that it does. And it's the same with other pain. It's the same with mental pain. It's the same with relationships. It's the same with friendships. It's the same in life, right? So this is a message today to say to you, listen to your pain and acknowledge it and work through it and get out of it. And let's see how we can heal, man. So that's another 6 a.m. club. So big up the man them, big up the gal them. War go on for the weirdos. I just can't understand them. 6 a.m. club to the world and back. Yeah. And I see you guys in a few days, man. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up.